always crying. That's why people are always sad and blue. But if you want to stop your crying and weep just for a night, then you better plant you some joy, because harvest time comes in the morning, and there you receive your joy. When I think of a cheerful giver, I can't help but to think of the greatest giver. John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world. I'm almost done. Yes, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Yes, Jesus died because he was happy to do it. Jesus died because he was willing to do it. Yes, he died because he wanted to do it. And I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that he died and he was willing to do it. Anybody here glad that he died and was willing to go? He didn't put up no fight when they whooped him all night long. As a matter of fact, the Bible said that he never said a mumbling word. He died because it was joy for him. He died, yes, he died. But he got up because it was joy for him to get up. Yeah, if my mama could come back here, she wouldn't come back because there's no joy here. I wish y'all understand what I'm saying about joy. Jesus got up because there was joy in getting up. And then there's joy, and that's why he's coming back again, because it'll be joy for him. Is there anybody here that has joy because you're a cheerful giver? Anybody here has happiness in your heart? Oh Lord, anybody here is that has happiness and joy down in your heart? Are you happy for what God has done? Anybody here, because God has brought you a mighty long way, you ought to be joyful and give unto the Lord. Hasn't he kept you when you couldn't keep yourself? That ought to make you happy down on the inside. Hasn't he cooled some scorching fevers for you? Hasn't he, yes, eased some racking pains? Didn't he visit you while you were in the hospital room? Didn't he go in to the surgery suite with you? Ain't the Lord all right? That's why I ought to have joy in my heart. That's why I ought to support the work of the church, because it gives me a joy to do something for the Lord. I don't know about you, but I'm happy for what God has done. Yes, and if you're a cheerful giver, you ought to be happy for what God has done. So why don't you give the Lord just a little bit of praise? That ain't going to cost you nothing but to wave your hand and open up your mouth. Is there anybody here that will magnify the Lord with me? Let us exalt his name together. Because when I do that, I sure enough get joy. Joy for what he done for me on yesterday. Joy for what he's doing right now. Anybody here is a cheerful giver? Give him praise. Give him the honor. Anybody here thinking about what he'll do tomorrow? Yeah, I get joy when I think about what he's done for me. Is there anybody here that'll give him some joy? Yeah, don't fool me now. You ought to be happy and full of joy. I'm going to do something with you, and I'm going to see if you'll participate. The Bible, yes, says that if you sow that same seed, you'll reap the same seed. Yeah, what that means is whatever you put in the ground, it'll come back to you. But I forgot to tell you that if you put in a little seed, yeah, you will get a little seed back, but it'll be more than what you started off with in the beginning. But if you sow bountifully, yeah, you'll reap an abundance back on the tail end. Somebody said one day, when praises, I sow praises, and praises go up. Y'all ain't ready for this. The blessing it'll come on down. But I want to tell you, if you sow a little bit of praise, little bitty teeny blessing, they'll come down. Y'all ain't getting this. But if you really want to receive a big old blessing, then it ought to be a lot of big old praise going up, and big old blessing will come on down. Is there anybody here that want to sow some big praise? Anybody here want to sow, some joy on a big level? Then just wait a minute. You don't have a big enough vessel to put it in. Because when big blessings go up, big blessings go up, big blessings, they go up. Big blessings come down. It ain't anybody here want to give big blessings to God. Anybody here want to give him praise? If you want to give him praise and get your blessings, let me hear you say yes. 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 Ah. Yeah. Yes. When I give him praise, when I open my mouth in a big way, blessings, they come down. Ooh, Lord, blessings come down. Thank you for letting me be a cheerful giver. Thank you for giving me joy. I'm reminded of what the songwriter said. This joy I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. God bless you today. The door is open. There might be somebody here that's a cheerful giver.